Good morning, children. How are you all? I hope you are all keeping fine and doing well in your studies and happy at home with your parents. Are you all? Very good. So, we have already completed some of the lessons, that is Tsunami, and I also, one poem we have finished, the geography lesson. Okay? And today we will learn maybe from the supplementary reader, we will learn a lesson. Okay? You have already learned one chapter of the second lesson we will learn. Okay? Now before entering to the class, now you are all at home, is it not? What are you all doing at home? Are you only studying? You may be studying. You also help your parents, obey them. I hope so. Is it not? And children, now we are privileged people. Is it not? We are all privileged people. We have grace of God. We have everything. We have good parents. Our parents take care of us. They have worked hard for us, give us good education and provide whatever we need. See, when we look into the society, we hear about children running away from home and children when they are small itself going for work. The child labor and the child helpline, all those things you may be hearing because you are all growing up children. You will be reading the newspaper and hearing the news here and there. The child labor and the children are caught up with so many other cases and things like that. It's not. And when we also look, maybe sometimes travel, we can see children going for begging. Sometimes the situation, we do not know what may be their situations. There are some cases, children go for work. And their situation may be family problems, maybe due to some other, we don't know. There may be various reasons for the children to, maybe as a childhood onwards, going for work in order to support. Okay, so such children may not be able to come to school or go to school and study like you. That is why I said you are privileged people. You are blessed. God has blessed you all. So think of some children. There are children maybe very poor. They are not able to go to the school. Maybe they because of their financial problem and many other reasons. Okay? So think of that. Today you will learn a lesson about child at work. Children at work. This is your supplementary lesson. You just listen carefully. Listen to the class. Afterwards you can read the lesson. Is it clear? So you don't take the book. I will just read and explain to you. Today you will learn something about children at work. So before entering into the class, you will come to know what are the situations here. There are many reasons why children have to work. As I said, there are many reasons. It depends upon the persons. Some help their family make a livelihood. Children go for work in order to support their family. Maybe parents are sick or parents may not have sufficient work. The children also cooperate and they go for work in order to support their family. Others who run away from unhappy homes. Sometimes also not only to support, there are some children run away from their home because of the unhappiness of the family, maybe family problems and things like that. So they need to support themselves. They run away not to support the family but to support themselves. They run away to escape from the situations of family problems. Children who have to work can't go to school and play like other children of their age. So such like children cannot go to the school because they are running away. They have no means to go. They cannot be like other children who are able to go to school and study, play, all those things. So there are some children in our society living like that. So today you will learn something about the story of a boy. How? Let us listen. Okay, you will find this boy. His name is Velu. he is running away because of some family problem, because his father was beating him, punishing him. In order to escape from the punishment of the father, not only because he was punished, because he was a drunkard. You know what is the meaning of drunkard? Who drinks alcohol. So these children were earning little bit money, he and his sister, and the father used to grab that money, go and drink and beat these children. Okay? So this is the situation in this. Then he is running away from, in order to escape from this situation. Okay? Then you will see what had happened. He goes and he has no money, he has nothing, and in the struggle that he go through while he running away, he goes and reaches somewhere that you will see in the lesson. So the story is like that. Okay? That is why always we must be grateful to God for the blessings that we receive. God has blessed us with the good parents, the parents who take care of us with their own way. May not be so much, everybody may not be so much they can do, but in their own way they are able to take care of us, love us, educate us, and give us whatever you need. It's not. So you should be grateful and thankful to God and your parents every day. Okay? Now let us enter into the class. Velu, an 11-year-old boy, runs away from home. He wanders around and hours before getting on a train to Chennai without a ticket. So this boy, what happened? He ran away from home. He was wandering means walking here and there. And for some hours he did not know what to do. He did not know what to do. So he was simply wandering, walking here and there. Few hours he walked. Then finally he thought of getting inside a Chennai train. The train which is going to Chennai, and he had no money to buy a ticket. But he got inside the train without a ticket. He was tired and hungry. The boy was tired and hungry, running away from home. Nobody gave him food, nothing was there to eat. You see, he must feel that the situation of the child. Tired and hungry, he doesn't know where to go when a stranger at the station shouts a word of welcome. So he does not know where to go, and feeling hungry, he was so tired and he was so much worried, and he was no one to welcome him. No, because nobody knows, he does not know anybody and nobody knows him. So this is the situation. The boy is running away from his home. Now enter into the class. When the Kanyakumari Express pulled in a Chennai Central, it took Velu some time to get off. When he finally stood on the platform, his leg felt wobbling, as if he was still on a moving train. So this boy got inside the train to Chennai. The train reached Chennai Central. Then everybody got up and went away their own way. And this boy was hesitating to get up. What to do? He does not know. It is a pathetic situation, very sadful situation. And somehow he got out of and he was standing on the platform. But while he was standing on the platform, still he is thinking that he is in the train, because that says that he felt his legs are wobbling. Wobbling means, what is that? Shivering, and he was feeling so much tired, as if he was still on a moving train. The boy was a desperate situation. He was just standing on the platform in Central Railway, Central Chennai. Then, out of the way, a porter went by with a loaded trolley, Velu jumped aside. So, because if those of you have gone to Chennai railway station, you can see it's very busy. Very busy. People walk and trolleys and this and that, so much. So he was just standing. A porter was carrying a big load of trolley. That trolley means keep the luggage and push. So he was standing and he jumped other side. Otherwise, that people may hit him and fall him. Nobody will bother. So he just jumped aside. He sat on a bench on the platform, putting his small bundle down. So then he found a benches in the railway station. You find benches. He just looked around and he kept the small bundle that he had and he sat on that bench. In all his 11 years, he had never seen so many people except once in a year at the fair in his village. And he is telling he never met so many people. Okay, never in his life. He said, how old is he? 11 years old boy. Just imagine, 11-year-old boy is telling he never saw so many people like this, so crowded. Okay, and only he must have seen it maybe when there is some fair means festival or village festival, he has seen people. Other than that, he never seen people, so many people crowding, walking, jumping, all those things. A voice announced something on a loudspeaker. So when you go to railway station, people, they announce the train and when it is coming, going, all those things, no? He heard something is announced in the loudspeaker. Near him, a group of people sat on their luggage. So there are also so many people were keeping their luggage, he is sitting and so many other people there with a lot of luggage, they were also sitting. Looking at the TV hanging from the roof, the noise was terrible. So these people, there are a lot of people, isn't it? So what happened is he was sitting there, so many other people also with their luggage, they were looking because the TV they announced, there is a TV, the timing of the train, coming of the train, going of the train, all those so many advertisements, so many things. You know, many of you have gone to railway station or traveled in the train and things like that. So the people were looking at the TV, maybe entertainment, maybe, or they are waiting for their train announcement and things like that. So there was a lot of noise, terrible noise was there. Lot of noise was there. People never care for each other. Each one is busy with their own. That is the railway station situation. So Velu put his head down on his knees. The poor boy, he had no one now. He just sat, keeping his bending in the sitting on the bench, and he put his head down to his knees, feeling miserable and exhausted. He was feeling so miserable. Why? Because first and foremost, he does not know anybody. Secondly, he is so tired. He had no food and so exhausted. Exhausted means so tired. He does not know what to do. The pathetic situation in which the boy was. He had ran away from his village 2 days ago. 2 days ago he ran away from the house, from the village, and he had not eaten anything. For 2 days he had eaten nothing but some peanuts and a piece of jaggery. Jaggery is what? Sugar, no? Made of sugar cane, jaggery. So he had some peanuts and jaggery that he had with him. The only that he ate. For 2 days he did not have any other food. His bundle, he carried a shirt, a towel and a comb. What did he have in his bundle? He had in a bundle, in his bag. What he had was a shirt was there, a towel was there, a comb for to tear up. Only this is his possession. He had nothing. He had nothing, no money, no other material things with him. Now, he had walked for most of the days to Kannur and then got on the train to Chennai. So he was walking, finally he got into the train to Chennai. Velu had no money for a ticket, but luckily the ticket collector did not come to the unreserved compartment. So the boy was clever, he got inside the unreserved compartment. He had not taken the ticket. That is God's grace, the ticket collector did not come. That is what he says, that nobody checked. Otherwise the TC will come and check the ticket. Those who don't have ticket, they push them out. They will not allow to travel. But he says that he was lucky, nobody came to check the ticket. Otherwise he would not have traveled. Now, Velu had no money to buy a ticket, but luckily the ticket collector did not come to the unreserved compartment. He had tried to sleep on the floor near the door. So what did the boy do? So just went near the door entrance, he tried to sleep asleep there near the door. A group of men next to him had played cards and shouted all night. So there are other people also. They also must not have the reservation ticket and things like that. They also said they were playing cards and maybe so much noise because nobody bothers, no? They can their own way they were. So the boy was disturbed. He was just sitting near or trying to lie down there. Hey, what? Then shouted all night. A group of men next to him had played cards and shouted all night. Hey, what? What new? A new town is telling? What? It's really, no? What is this? What kind of a new town it is? Called out a rough voice. So people were just voicing, all those things, no? Making some kind of voice. Velu opened his eyes. So maybe already reached Chennai railway station. So he's telling that maybe likely so many other people must have been there, but they don't know each other. They are also maybe group of people like that. Hey, what a new town! Yeah, they were shouting and making. So then they opened his eyes. There was a lot of people standing around, but nobody was looking at him. So many were standing, but nobody was looking at him. Hey, here, hey. Somebody shouting or this kind of voice, no? He turned around. Behind him was a girl around his own age. Then suddenly somebody was telling, hey, like that. We called, not like that, hey, come, like that. So there was a girl standing, maybe more or less the same age of him, standing there, and he called him, hey, here, like that, no? In English way. He said, oh, why? Like that sound he was shivered. He turned around. Behind him was a girl around his own age wearing a long banian that came down her knees. So there was another poor girl like him. She was wearing a small girl. She was wearing a long banian and her hair was stiff and brownish and she had a huge sack on her on one shoulder. She was picking up dirty plastic cups and from the floor and sifting down into her sack. So this girl also was a rag picker. What was collecting waste, maybe waste materials, and this is her situation. She also must have maybe must have run away from her home or something happened to her. So this girl also was like him only, but for him, he does not know anything. She was maybe almost practiced all those things. So she called him and what she was doing? She was collecting this plastic paper, plastic bottle, glasses and he had a sack on his shoulder. He was putting into her sack. Why is she calling me? Thought Velu. And why is the girl wearing a banian? So the boy, he never seen, no? He does not know her. So many questions comes to her. Why she is calling me? Why she is wearing this banian? And he does not know anything because he does not know anything about life. He was in his village living there. He does not know what is life outside. No need to stare stupidly. What is your name? The girl is asking. No need to stare. Because maybe boy was looking at her. No, she said. No need to stare stupidly. What is your name? He asked. She asked him. Velu muttered. Velu looking away. Somewhere he looked and he said, his name is Velu. So Mr. Velu, said the girl, look at his bundle. Run away from home. So by saying, looking at now, she is telling, you came away, run away from home. So she is having conversation, trying to make a conversation with him. So Mr. Velu, said the girl, looking at his bundle. What is in his bundle? A small bag like it is a one shirt, one comb, all things. Run away from home. She is asking, you also ran away from home? Velu didn't answer. He did not answer. He didn't want to tell some strange girl what he had done. Because he does not know her, no? So he did not want to make a conversation with her and tell about him anything. He had run away because he could not stand his father beating him for one more day. So why he ran away from from his home because of punishment of his father. He was beating him, punishing. He was suffering and he could not withstand it. His father would snatch away all the money Velu and his sister earned and spend it on drinking. So he had a sister. They must have been going for some work, maybe some houses, maybe not for rag picking. He may be somewhere working and earning some money. And evening comes, their father will collect that money and go and drink. Don't think I don't know. The girl is telling, don't think I don't know. This place is full of children like you. So, what are you going to do here? Become rich? So, girl is asking, I know what is your condition is. Don't think I don't know anything about you, because she knows what is, she also must have run away like that, or somebody throw her out. We don't know what is the background. She's saying, don't think I don't know. This place is full of children like you. So, what are you going to do here? Are you going to become rich? She's asking to him. She sat down next to him. She came and sat near to him. Velu shifted away slightly. He just moved. He did not want, no, because he does not know about this girl and things like that. He felt hunger pinching him and pressed his stomach with the grimace. He was feeling so hunger. He was just holding up his, he was struggling because so many days he has not eaten any food. Hungry, asked the girl. So girl is asking, you are feeling hungry? You don't get food by sitting here gloomily. Gloomily, if you sit here, you will not get any food. Who will give you food? If you are at home, somebody will give you. But here, if you sit like this, nobody give you food. Making faces, I can find some if you want. So the girl is telling, you fellow, anyway you have come here. There are so many people like you. If you sit simply like this gloomily, nobody will give you food. If you want, I can find something for you. Not I can give you. I can find something for you. She picked up her sack and started to walk away. So she went her own way. He all said that she just moved away. Velu stayed on the bench. He sat there still. What should he do? Then he said, what should he do? Then should he follow this girl? Where was she going to take him? So many questions. He's asking to himself, no? What am I going to do? Okay, whether shall I follow this girl? Where will she take me? This is kind of questions he is asking. Where was she going to take him? She was disappearing into the crowd. So she just moved. She never turned, or she never bothered about all what she had to say to him. He said, and he went away. She went away. And disappearing, she went disappearing from everywhere. Because so many people now in the railway station, she just moved away. So he had to make up his mind quickly. So what he had to do? First of all, he does not know anybody. So he made up his mind quickly. He had to take an action. Whether to go with her or we don't know what it is. Alright, he decided, anyway, I have no idea where to go. He is telling to himself what to do. I have no idea where to go. He jumped up and ran after her. So he got up and ran after her. She wasn't even looking back to see where he was. She never bothered about him. Whatever she wanted to tell something, she said and she went in her way. She knows she has to work hard. Okay, so she went away and he also decided in his mind. She ran after her and she never bothered about him still. But then this is the first part of the reading. Okay, you must read it carefully. This is like a story. It is not so easy, so difficult. So it is like you like to read stories, is not? But when you read stories, remember and put to your place yourself in this situation. What good have you done? Or you must also think of the blessing that God has given you. That is what the first portion. So you will then you read the comprehension check is there. That is your part. You have to do it. Afterwards we will see. Okay. So is it clear for you the lesson? The first part. Now where is the boy? He is at Chennai railway station, and from there he ran with that girl, thinking some help. At this is something she will do. We don't know. His mind is so much disturbed. He does not know what to do. See the pathetic situation of the children. Even today there are many people run like that. Okay. Now let us come back to the second part of it. Okay, second part of it. Velu follows his friend through the crowd streets to a big building. So who is her friend? That girl. He does not know her name only. She asked his name, but she never bothered of asking her name. He does not. So but she went with him. He went with her. Behind the building there is a big garbage bin. Velu wondered why there at all. So because he does not know anything in situation. He is in a city, big city. He has not seen any towns or villages like that. He knows only his surrounding. Now he is away from the situations. And Velu wondered why they are there at all. Big huge building and things like that. He does not know anything. But he is wondering by seeing the new situation in that. He caught up with the girl as she was leaving the station. Okay, maybe here I will stop. We will continue the lesson the next. The second part we will continue the next. Have you understood the lesson, children? Yeah. Narration is you read it and understand the story. Okay, understand the story and learn the moral for you for your life. We see you in the next class with the second part of the lesson. Okay, good. Thank you.